closer to those ever lucrative Champions League group stages, we still have got, of course, a couple of qualifying rounds to navigate, including the second legs of the second qualifying round. Who's going to go through? Who's going to go home? We'll take a little look next. Back once again with another prediction video today. We're looking forward to the 2021-2022 Champions League qualifying second round, second leg, of course, including the big boys such as PSV, Celtic and Galatasaray, who will go through to those next knockout stages, and of course who will go home or maybe tumble down into the old UEFA League, Conference League. We'll talk about that in a minute. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs, of course. Thank you for your backing in the channel. If you are new, where have you been, boys? Smash your subscribe button to get your bag today. All things World Cup related, Blackburn Rovers related, World Football related, Champions League qualifying related. We're going to know here under one Ruski. Goodness gracious me, of course, it just never ends. The football calendar keeps on keeping on, including, of course, the qualifying round for the old Champions League. Who's going to make it to the money round? We'll take a look at that in a minute. Of course, let's get cracking then, shall we? Here we go. We're going to forward with the team, and of course, we're going to recap, of course, my predictions last time around for the second qualifying round, first legs, to see who, of course, are predicting. I think I did pretty well for myself. So here we go, boys. Here we go. Let's recap those games then that did take place. When did they take place? Just last week, of course. I think it was around about the 20th and 21st of July. Of course, the second legs are coming right at you on the 27th and 28th of July. Let's start off with FC Alashkert against the Sheriff. That's right. Of course, that ended up as a win for Sheriff. 1-0 in the end. That was the real deal score there. My score was a 2-0 win, so not too shabby on that one. Lincoln Imps, of course, caused a bit of an upset. Well, it looked like they were going to cause an upset as they took the lead against CFR Cluj, one of the bigger boys here. But ultimately, they lost this one 2-1 in the end. Actually, with a 3-0 win myself, so not too shabby. Got the right amount of goals on this one. Kicking on forward, Dinamo Zagreb also got themselves the victory. 2-0 win over the end over Omonia Nikosia, another reasonably big tie at this stage. Actually went with a 3-1 win, so got the right deficit on that one with the 2 goals. Ferencvárosi also came through in the end, 2-0 win. Got this one bang on the bloody nose up against Žalgiris from Lithuania. So 2-0 win for them to possibly put themselves through. We'll have to see how they do in the second leg. So Rapid Vienna, they took on Sparta Prague in one of the league paths, of course, and ended up 2-1 win for Rapid Vienna, and of course giving them the upper hand in the first leg. Of course, they've got to go to the Czech Republic to get it done in the end. Celtic, though, could only muster a draw against Midtjylland. I went with a 2-0 win, my first absolutely wrong prediction. I went with a comfortable win again. New manager in charge, still bringing in signings, still trying to familiarise himself with the setup, but they won't have much time to get it right because they've got to get it right next time. Next up, of course, FK Kairat took on Red Star Belgrade, and they actually surprised us here with a 2-1 win. Actually, with a 2-0 win for Red Star, so got a bit of an upset there as well. But again, second leg will be massive over in Belgrade. Malmö against Helsinki was a 2-1 win. Got that one back on the nose, of course. Not too shabby there. NS Mura could only muster a draw with Ludogorets Razgrad. 0-0 in the end. Slovan Bratislava picked up a 0-0 draw against Young Boys Bern. Actually went with the 1-1 draw, so not too shabby on that one. Legia Warsaw did beat Flora. 2-1 win. Got that one also bang on the nose. Olympiakos did beat Neftçi as well. 1-0. I won the 2-0 win. So still got a bit of work to do on that one. And then the big one at the end, a big scoreline as well. 5-1 win. PSV Eindhoven smashed past Galatasaray to get themselves an upper hand. Of course, probably already through with a convincing victory. And of course, Galatasaray will probably have to settle with spots in either the UEFA League or the Conference League. So that's my picks, of course. I do appreciate you guys getting your predictions in down below. We are starting just warming up here with no prediction leaders live just yet. We're going to just start with this, just kind of get the wheels rolling. We'll start with the prediction league, of course, when we get into the group stages. So let's take a look at the next round. Of course, there's the same games, just flipped around. Of course, different venues. A chance for some of these. Let's flip them suckers around then, shall we? Go for the second legs, of course, for the qualifying campaign. See what of course, we can be up for this round. So here we go. It's basically the same matches, just in a different venue. So here we go. We kick it off with a Sheriff. That's right. I'll forget FC Alashkert now. FC Alashkert, of course, got it all to do in the second leg. Of course, Alashkert coming out of Armenia. Of course, as your Sheriff coming out of Moldova as well on this one. So the upper hand is currently with the Sheriff, but they're playing at home this time around, so they should fancy the chances on this. We'll take place on Wednesday, the 20th of July. Again, I don't know too much about them, but I do like the Sheriff. It's got a cool name, Sheriff of Tiraspol. They're actually 11-4 for the victory. 50-2 is your Alashkert, and 10-3 is your draw. Again, just for the leg. It's not to go through. Of course, it's for this match and this match alone. So the Sheriff are the favourites on this one. I'm going to still stick with the Sheriff on this one with a 2-0 win, which I believe will get them through to the next round, which will be the third qualifying round. I think that's the final stage. I think. Just don't quote me on that one. We'll talk about that at the end. Next up we have CFR Cluj coming out of Romania up against the Lincoln Red Imps coming out of Gibraltar. Of course, with that a goal. I wouldn't say away. It's not an away goal, but of course a goal that gave them a little bit of hope against CFR Cluj. But ultimately they did lose this game. Also taking place on the 20th of July, but this time it will take place over in Romania. CFR Cluj are 10-1 on red hot favourites. 20-1 is your long shots. That is Lincoln Red Imps, and 50-2 is your draw on this. I'm actually sticking with CFR Cluj. And again, comfortable win 3-0, and which again I think will put them through, possibly to join Sheriff into the next stage. Next up, of course, Omonia Nikosia against Dinamo Zagreb. Of course, Nikosia coming out of Cyprus, Zagreb coming out of Croatia. Of course, you would fancy, of course, Zagreb to come through, of course, with that upper hand first leg victory. But however, playing in Cyprus this time around, taking place on the 27th, it's just Tuesday. 3-1 is your Nikosia on this one. 6-5 on is your Zagreb, and 11-4 is your draw. Even though the match is being played away, Zagreb are still your favourites. And again, I would back them to go through ultimately. They might lose this game. We're going with a 2-1 win for Nikosia, which will give them a bit of a smile on the face. But ultimately, they will see them go out. But I think Dinamo Zagreb will go through. FK Žalgiris are taking on Ferencvárosi of Hungary. Žalgiris coming out of, where was it? Was it Lithuania? Something like that. Žalgiris, that is correct. Of course, the upper hand going with Ferencvárosi, you would think, on this one. Yep, with a 2-0 win. Again, take place on the 27th of July. Of course, the bookies also on this one. 30-5 is your Žalgiris. Ferencvárosi coming at you even Steams for the victory, and 5-2 is your draw. Again, back in Ferencvárosi on this one. Don't know too much about them, but I think they'll get the upper hand with that first leg. They'll play for a draw. Got a draw here, 1-1 in the end to go through, and again into the third qualifying round. Sparta Prague up against Rapid Wien. Big zinger chicken dinner. This one, of course, on Wednesday, the 28th of July. Prague coming out of the Czech Republic, Vienna coming out of Austria. Of course, could go either way. This match anyway. 20-19 on is your Sparta Prague. They are red hot favourites for the home victory. 11-4 is your draw. 5-2 is your away win. Of course, Vienna coming to this with the upper hand with a 2-1 win, so we need to see a result for Sparta Prague if they're going to go through. I've actually gone with a 2-0 win for Sparta Prague, which I believe is enough to get them through to the third qualifying round. So as next up we do have FC Midtjylland coming out of Denmark against Celtic coming out of Scotland. Of course, Celtic runners up behind Rangers this past year. Of course, new manager to maybe turn things around. Taking place on Wednesday, it'll be 65 on is your Midtjylland, 21-10 is your Celtic. They are the underdogs, and 5-2 is your draw. I'm just going to go with my knowledge, and my knowledge is Celtic. I know a little bit about them and a little bit about Scottish football. Don't do too much about Midtjylland. It will be a close game, 1 goal in it, and that'll be just enough, I think, to give them a passage through to the third qualifying round, where of course they will probably face another stern opposition. Next up, of course, Red Star Belgrade taking on Kairat. Of course, so far so good for Kairat on this one with the opening day 2-1 win over in Kazakhstan. This time they'll be taking place over in Serbia this time around. So the bookies odds on this one, I want to see Belgrade go through on this one. They are red hot favourites, 5-2 on for the victory, 50-4 is your draw, 32 is your Kairat on this one, of course, with the upper hand. If it ended up as a draw, they go through, but guess what? I see them crashing out here with the 2-0 win. Red Star Belgrade should be too strong at home. I don't know what the rules are with fans and attendance, but if fans are allowed, it'll be a hostile atmosphere as well. Next up we have HJK Helsinki up against Malmö in the Nordic affair, I should say. 2-1 win at the minute for Malmö in Sweden last time around, but this time around it's over in Finland. This match will take place on Tuesday. 9-4 is your Helsinki on this one. 5-2 is your 11-10 is your Malmö. Still favourites, Malmö, including with the upper hand, but this time it is over in Finland on this one. I think it's going to be tight. I've actually gone with HJK Helsinki for the victory, which will, of course, I think be enough for them to go through to the knockout stages even further, and of course that'll send Malmö packing down the old football ladder down into the Conference League or the UEFA League. I don't know how it all works out. Next up, of course, PFC Ludogorets Razgrad against Mura. Take place on Wednesday. 5-2 on is your Razgrad. Of course, 10-3 is your draw, and 30-2 is your away win. Mura coming out of where are they playing their football these days? They're playing out of Slovenia. Of course, Ludogorets Razgrad coming out of Bulgaria. Razgrad are the superior club side here. I do expect a convincing 3-0 win on this one. And again, with the draw in the first leg, it'll send them through as well. Young Boys Burns against Slovan Bratislava, another difficult match to navigate this one. Of course, 0-0 as the first leg, taking place on the 28th of July. This one, of course, taking place over in, where are we taking place? Taking place over in the Switzerland. Looking for this one, trying to find the odds. There it is. 94 on is your Young Boys. They are your favourites. 10-3 is your draw. 6-1 is your long shot Slovan Bratislava. Of course, the first leg. What did the first leg bring us? They bring us a 0-0 draw in this one. I do expect Young Boys to score at least our goal, but I'm going with a 2-0 win at home, take them through, of course, to the next stage. Next we have FC Flora up against Legia Warsaw. Of course, Warsaw coming out of Poland. Flora coming out of Estonia. 2-1 win at the moment for Legia Warsaw and the upper hand. Taking place on, what do we have on this one? Taking place on Wednesday, I believe, as well. Where are we playing? FC Flora. Did I say Wednesday? I meant Tuesday. That's right. 7-2 on. 7-2 is your Flora on this one. 4-3 on is your Legia Warsaw. 30-5 is your draw. So the Polish outfit are favourites, and I do have the upper hand with the first leg, and I do anticipate a 1-1 draw on this one. Again, not enough for FC Flora to go through, and it will send Legia Warsaw into the next round. And then into the final two. Now we have Neftçi up against Olympiakos. Of course, you do anticipate the Greeks to come out on this one. I'm trying to find it on this one. Olympiakos. Of course, Neftçi is 16-5 for the victory. 35 is draws. 2017 on is your Olympiakos. Of course, Olympiakos coming out of Greece, of course, Neftçi coming out of Azerbaijan, that's right. Over in Greece was the first leg, second leg over in Azerbaijan, and in fact, no, that's right, 1-0 win at the moment, Olympiakos, but we're going to go with a 2-0 win on the second leg, away days for them, and of course, put them through to the next stage. And then finally, another big one, can Galatasaray bounce back on this one? Galatasaray coming out of Turkey, PSV Eindhoven coming out of the Dutch league, of course, 5-1 win in the first leg is going to take a mastermind, or a humongous turnaround for these guys. I'm trying to find the odds. 6-4 for your Galatasaray. They are your favourites for this match. 5-2 is your draw, and 8-5 is your away win. That is PSV. I've gone with a 3-2 win for Galatasaray for the victory, but again, I don't think it's going to be good enough in the end. And if my predictions on the right hand side congregate with, of course, the results from the first legs, this is what will happen. Of course, Sheriff will go through 3-0. CFR Cluj will also join them with a 5-1 win. Nikosia will tumble out. Zagreb will go through 3-2 on the night, or an aggregate. Ferencvárosi also through a 3-1 win. Sparta Prague also joined them with a 3-2 win over Rapid Vienna. FC Midtjylland tumble out. Celtic go through. Razgrad Belgrade go through with a 3-2 win. HJK Helsinki join them also with a 3-2 win on aggregate. Ludogorets Razgrad also go through with a 3-0 win. Young Boys Burn also join them with a 2-0 win on aggregate. Flora tumble out. Legia also join them with a 3-2 win. Olympiakos join them with a 3-0 win. And of course, Galatasaray will tumble out with a 7-4 loss. PSV Eindhoven go through. That's my thoughts. Let me know your picks. That's my thoughts. Let me know your picks, of course, as we look forward to, of course, the round 3. Let's take a closer look at this. I think so. It goes to round 3, and then there is a playoff. The draw for the playoff round will be held on August the 2nd. So there's still a couple of hurdles left. Of course, we won't find out until the back end of August who are the nation or who are the clubs that will go through to the group stage. Let me know your thoughts on the videos, of course, down below. Of course, I look forward to seeing what you got. And of course, be sure to give the video some love, smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe, and I'll see you soon, of course, when we revisit the third qualifying round first legs. But until then, will your club go through? Will your club go out? Or tell me about it all in the chat. Until then, we are done.